My favorite part, taking the tape off. So we're going to let this sit for a couple days because I got to bolt the rotisserie back into it. But that'll give us some time to, we still got a little sanding up on the front and get everything prepped up, and then we can put the rotisserie on, tape everything back up, paint the outside. We've already got a window guy lined up. He's going to put the front window in. So that's set up for next week, so gotta get her done. Yeah, just looks so nice. I was just using my oscillating saw there to do all the vents up on the top. Can't get my camera up there, I'm not on the rotisserie. I'll show you what I do. I got my Velcro around an old blade on my oscillating saw, throw some 320 in there. That's the best way to do these slots for the vents. Give it a try. You won't regret it. It's tape time. We got everything on the outside all sanded up. Now we just have to tape things up. And gee, that looks really nice. Taping the inside's a bit of a pain, but we'll get her. Anytime I can use paper, I do. I find it a little easier to work with than plastic. Plastic always just kind of ticks you off. Because it can. I'm getting close to being done. Got one more door to do after this one. I got so excited about taping up things I just about forgot my rotisserie. But I got her. I think taping around that piece of pipe might be a little bit of a challenge, but we'll figure something out. Touching the plastic, I'll go cut a hole over there. I gotta get over this way. Run out of room. I find the best way to tape this up, take some 1.5 inch, put it, make sure it's sealed good on the inside, and then all we're doing is going to put some plastic on there, call her good. It would have been a lot easier to do this first before I put the rotisserie thing in there, but that's alright. Make it do. Come back, get that over here. Make sure all your holes on the inside are done too. Got some tape on them. I'm a lot more careful now. Back in the day, you know, when you're young, you just, don't worry about it. We'll buff out the overspray. Taping's faster. Make sure your plastic's a little bit bigger than what you need. You're cutting it off anyway. And then I just got to kind of figure out where my hole's going to be. Right there. A little accent. I just go along the body line here. Real gingerly, you don't want to cut through your tape. This is almost zen, like taping up sometimes. All right. It was until this moment. Now I got an overlay here. I'll get her. Okay. Beautiful. And then we'll just tape it up flat on the bottom. Throw some tape in around this. Good to go. And then I think we'll put the rotisserie on next. It's always a big job. Gotta get in here and be able to spray. I think I'll be fine. Always bring it up just a little bit, but then you gotta walk around it too. So then I just jacked it up on the bottom. Put the A-frame on. I may have to jack up the A-frame a little bit to get my card out, we'll see. Well, it wasn't too bad to get her on the rotisserie. Should probably go a little bit at a time here. End up shortening myself. This is the last little bit that I have to tape up. And then we can start cleaning the shop, vacuum the floor. Got a little job to do today, so I won't be able to get any epoxy on her today, but we'll get her tomorrow. Well, this is definitely nice, having the rotisserie to, take the bottom up. Now, just so we don't have things flapping in the breeze here, what you can do is just take a little hole here, just like that, and taper up. There. Now it's not going to move all over the place. I know. Just finishing up the prep, getting ready for some epoxy primer. Weather's cooperating, so it's time to start spraying. One last step. This is the sealer. So what we're going to do is let this set overnight. It's my policy now. And then tomorrow we're going to sand it with, give it a real light sand with some 1200 or 1000 grit. And then it's going to leave a really nice surface for the final paint. I was hoping I was done sanding, but it doesn't take too long to do that step. We're all prepped up, ready to paint. Unfortunately, you gotta go outside. A little too much overspray in here. And it's hard for me to manage the camera, but it's okay. You've seen me spray before. I gotta get one of those little, GoPros, and then you can watch me do it. Maybe someday. Anyway, see you in a bit. Next morning. Now I'm just giving everything a light stroke. I just happen to have some 1000 grit here. And it just smooths everything out. And if there is a little chunk of dust, you'll see it. So it's just one thing that helps make that paint look good. You want everything to be pretty. And just real light. And if you do see a piece of dust, you'll pick it up right away. Like you'll see it. I'm just interested in doing the outside, like inside around the doors, unless I see something. I'm not gonna sand it. I'm gonna hit her again with some wax and grease. Help take some of that dust off. Well, we're close now. Just a light little tack. And we're ready to go. Ooh. Lots of little spots to get caught on here. I'm gonna blow this off at the same time, I think. Okay, I'll get this all done, and we'll see you when it's all finished. Next morning, man, I tell you, this really looks good. I'm really starting to become a big fan of the single stage. It's just so much easier to spray, and it looks really, really good. But we're just gonna do a quick unveiling here and then let her set for a day. And then I think the plan, we're going to set it on the frame. Maybe let it set for 2 days. No sense taking a chance. here's your lesson for the day. You know, I had some cheaper 1.5 inch tape and it just comes off. It's horrible. Spend the extra $1 and get some decent tape. Labor's worth more than a roll of tape, let me tell you. Yeah, peeling off. Ugh. That's looking really good. Really happy how it flowed out. And yeah, now the cab is done. I think the next step's going to be the doors. I know it's going to be a little cool this week, but I think if I did some sanding outside, that way I don't have to, you know, clear my shop out, re-clean it, just bring the doors in, hang them, and then I can just spray them. So I might just do that this week, get that done. But no, really happy the way it looks. Yeah. Pretty soon she'll be on the road. Let's go up front and take a look. That's the front. Looking nice and shiny. It's unfortunate, you know, when you're putting it together. Hopefully nothing happens and we don't get it all scratched up, but yeah, can always fix it. So, I think in my mind, as soon as the cab's done, and then we'll get the doors done, once that is done, it just feels like the truck is, you know, kind of complete, because the rest of it is just, it's easy. But these cabs, that's the toughest job in a restoration in my opinion, but we got her done, it looks awesome. So, this week we'll get onto the doors, and get this onto the frame, maybe 2 days we'll let it sit so that we, you know, when we do bump it, it's not going to scratch it as bad. No, we won't. We'll be careful. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Stick around for the doors. That's coming up next. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.